Alright, what is going on guys, Slim here, and in today's video I have a commentary for y'all, and I want to talk about the recent Spellement changes. When I say recent, I'm basically talking about the last couple of weeks. I never really had a chance to make a video on it and, talk about it in general. I know some other people have in the community as well, but, I want to bring up some of my thoughts on it, some of the problems with it, some of the good things about it, and, some of the things I've heard in the community that, I want to address in today's video. Real quick though, if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe. I do post every single day. We're trying to get to 2K subs for 2023. And let's see if we can crush 40 likes on today's commentary video, guys. So the background gameplay is going to be my Max Storm trying to get Spellements, the only way that he can efficiently get Spellements. And we're just going to talk about, the whole system in general. For a lot of players who are not having 7 max wizards, like myself, for example, you guys can just kind of see a visual representation of what it's like, how much we have to suffer to actually get the Spellements in today's video. And yeah, I don't know, that's just what the background gameplay is. Let's get right into it. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the Spellements themselves. Now, a lot of people actually don't like the idea of Spellements. They don't like how it changes the game. They don't like how if some person has, a higher tier, they have a advantage in PvP, per se. I completely understand both sides, wanting to, have something to do. Progression to grind for something new, like the Spellements. I completely get both ends of the spectrum, and, the side where it's like, oh, well, if I only have tier 2, but my opponent has tier 5, and I lose off of that, it's kind of a bad feeling, right? Personally, I've literally lost games like that, where, if I had a higher tier Spellement, like, it literally came down to the wire, who just had a higher tier Spellement, and I think that's really stupid, but me, I do like Spellements, but, I think there should be a matchmaking thing that goes into it, for PvP at least. If I have tier 2, I should be put in a pool of tier 2 players. That's what I think, personally. Just in a general concept, like in a broad concept in the future, that's, could be applied now, could be applied later. I don't really care. That's just my opinion on that. So you see me open a wooden chest here. We get about 2, 4, 6, 8 spells, 8 random spells, obviously, with the elemental retriever. So I have to do that, and then I have to log off and go on one of my, other wizards. I have to keep swapping wizards, walking over there, going in, walking in, getting the chest, rinse and repeat, really. And I guess that leads me on to my next point, is the accessibility for max wizards was pretty ignorant, I guess, with the whole Spellement update in general. Don't get me wrong, KingsIsle did buff, the drop rate by literally about 8 times. I am grateful for that. I'm not, trying to hate and be like, oh, you guys aren't doing anything, because that's not the case at all, right? I just think it's extremely unfair right now how, if somebody doesn't have 7 max wizards, they can literally farm double, like, in half the time, they can get double the amount of rewards. I hope that makes sense, right? So, all this time I'm spending, walking over here, unlocking the retriever talent, getting it on multiple pets, that might even cost crowns as well, you don't know, right? Then, going into the sigil, having to walk, having to click the damn pet talent, log out, go on another guy. Really, really tedious. Then, you got the other end of the spectrum where you just go in, a max level one-shots them, and you get 14 Spellements that are also, by the way, I'm pretty sure they are focused Spellements. So you can basically efficiently farm exactly kind of what you want. For example, if I go to Dragonspire, I'm probably going to get all rank 5 and 6 Spellements for the most part, right? If I go to Mushu, it'll be like, what, rank 3 and 4. So you actually can focus the tier of Spellements you want to get compared to, the cantrips and the retriever. Don't get me wrong, you can do that with the cantrips and the retriever, but it's just not as effective as the other case, really. So yeah, I get my 8 Spellements here. I have to log off, rinse and repeat, go on my 3 or 4 of my other characters, right? And that's just kind of what you do as Max Wizard. Now, I did invent a very good route in Cave of Solitude. I did make a video about that. That video did very well. You guys should check it out if you are a Max Wizard. It's a pretty good strat. If you have a, a team, you can farm the cantrip chests and, obviously get wooden chests with your Retriever talent. But again, it just doesn't really compare to somebody doing a 60-second fight and getting double the amount of rewards when they only need, their ult account and, a level 1 or something, right? It's just really not fair. So we've talked about spellements in general, just the concept of spellements, and we've also talked about the accessibility, for both Max Wizards and as a lower level character. Now I want to talk about, the whole controversy on, I've already completed the game, why don't I get spellements for free? And now, that kind of, to the devs, that might sound lazy, but at the same time, the players do have a point here. I did complete your game, so why am I being punished for completing your game, essentially, right? Because right now the system is making max characters wanting to delete, for example, me, I had to delete my 150 Death Wizard because I can't compete in PvP right now because of the spellements, right? As you guys probably saw on yesterday's stream, as to the time of me recording this video, obviously. But, yeah, like, as you can see here, I had all 7 Max Wizards, right? But I had to delete my 150 Death Wizard, and I'm remaking him for a PvE series, which is pretty cool. But, I couldn't compete, On the second day, I played a guy with max tier Snowman, and I spent the entire first day farming spellements, and I only got tier 2 spellements within, 24 hours, give or take. But he, he could just farm the same guy over and over, and he got tier 5 in the same amount of time. So, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. This whole system, really. It's just extremely unfair when, I've already completed your game as a consumer, and I have to feel incentivized to restart the whole game, restart all my progress as a consumer, just because they couldn't give me spellements in the first place. So I definitely do get the casual side of it. Like, okay, like, I might want to grind for something new, but I also did grind your entire game out. I should get something for that. I think the best thing the devs could have done was easily, maybe do some math out. What's the average amount of spellements you would get from just doing the main quest lines, right? So, I don't know, maybe give Max Wizards tier 2, tier 3, maybe, and then have them have to farm and grind for tier 4 and 5. Personally, that's probably what I would have done if I was a game dev. I think that's fair for the Max Wizards. Obviously, you want them to go out, go get tier 4, go get tier 5. Mind you, those are the hardest ones to get, right? Go get that grind out. But you did complete our game. Thank you for participating in that. Here is a couple of tiers for your loyalty, essentially. I think that would make a lot of sense. And I don't know. Again, the whole spellement system right now is kind of a gray area with KI. It came out, you got 1 spellement per cantrip chest and 1 retriever chest, which was really, really bad. It was, I don't even want to talk about it. That was, yeah, that was really bad, really bad. But now, again, they've upgraded it, but it's still just objectively unfair, right? That somebody can, put in the same time as you, and they get tier 5, but you only get tier 2. And now, some people might be like, oh, Liam, they found a better method than you. Okay, sure, but it's physically impossible for, as a person with 7 Max Wizards, it's physically impossible for you to compete with that unless you have to delete your entire character. And that's what, I'm trying to say. Again, I had to do this for, for spellements and obviously for my playthrough, right? But, as a consumer, I shouldn't feel pressured for that, and I'm a content creator, I guess, so I guess it makes sense for me to do it. But if I wasn't a content creator right now, man, if I was a casual player, like my girlfriend, for example, she has 7 Max Wizards, but she physically can't get the spellments at the same rate, I would be extremely turned off and turned away from the game right now as a, just a consumer. And, I guess that makes sense why she hasn't been playing ever since Lemuria. But, it's just, I don't really get the logic going behind this. I get the part of King's Isle being like, okay, we're a business. 98% of our player base don't have 7 max wizards. So let's worry about the 98% and, give the minor 2% a buff, even though they can't get it statistically at the same rate, right? So, I see the devs' effort, I see it, but it's just still not enough. Maybe you could, if it's gonna be 14 for 60 seconds, 14 in a cantrip chest, 14 at a retriever. Mind you, retriever is extremely hard to get, and just doing a boss isn't that hard. So, I think they could just make that better, especially the retriever. Like, maybe even make it like 20 or something. I don't even know, man. I'm just like saying stuff at this point. I just think if a basic easy boss gives you 14, but I had to spend 2 or 3 days farming retriever, right? I had to unlock a pet talent for that. I have to do extremely tedious, walking around, switch characters, find dungeons, yada yada. I think I should be extremely heavily more rewarded than the person just completing a basic boss, essentially. So, I don't know, guys. That's really all I gotta say about this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, I want to get a lot of people's opinions on this. I wasn't really enjoying PvP that much this update due to the cheating and, people just playing, like, really, really weird all the time. But, then the Spellement thing came around, and day 2, I played a guy with max tier when I spent the prior day literally farming all day, and I only have tier 2. That just extremely turned me off, and, I asked myself, why am I playing this game in my spare time? And, as a game developer, you shouldn't want your consumer asking them, like, I shouldn't be asking myself, why am I playing this game? Why am I wasting my time on this game? Why, like, that should be a very major red flag for King's Isle. Also, I guess, real quick here before I end the video, I wanted to talk about a point I discovered, I guess, in Cam's stream. I'll probably link it in the description below. Faircord. He's I think he's relatively new to the dev team at King's Isle. Go give him a follow on the Twitch, by the way. He's a really nice guy. But, he basically said that the way people are farming spellements right now, like the lower level people who are just farming the boss with a max character, that wasn't the way the players were supposed to do it. And I mean, okay, I guess, but why didn't they think of that then? Like, I don't know. And what are you gonna do? Are you gonna take those spellements back? Are you gonna, I don't know, give the spellements to max wizards now, since, they got that stuff for free, basically, but maxes are just getting screwed over this entire 2 weeks this update's been out, or whatever. I'm not sure when it came out exactly. I don't really pay attention to dates that much, but, what are they going to do to compensate for the people that, quote-unquote, got it, like, the wrong way, or whatever, right? Not the right way. And the players who just can't get it, like max wizards right now. What are they gonna do when, people have tier 5 everything, but there's people in the community who just literally couldn't get it, What are the devs gonna do? And I guess that's where I'm gonna leave the video off, guys. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, I'm not trying to send any hate towards the devs. I just wanted to, record this commentary, what I think about it. Again, I do appreciate the effort they are trying to put in. I just don't, agree with the spellment system at all. Punishing max players and, having, to pressure them to delete a character just to fuel the need to compete in PvP, for example. Or compete to get spellements in, I don't know, PvE as well, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like and subscribe, and as always, take care, guys.